grace and instruction of our spiritual master, Sripad Bhakti-Madhava Puri Maharaj, we are here reading Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Canto 1, Creation, Chapter 11, Text 3. Namupsrutya ninadam jagadbhaya bhayavaham pratyudyayu prajasarva bhartradarshana lalasa. The citizens of Dvārakā, having heard that sound which threatens fear personified in the material world, began to run towards him fast, just to have a long-desired audience with the Lord, who is the protector of all devotees. Purport. As already explained, the citizens of Dvārakā, who lived at the time of Lord Kṛṣṇa's presence, there were all liberated souls who descended there along with the Lord as his entourage. All were very anxious to have an audience with the Lord, although because of spiritual contact they were never separated from the Lord. Just as the gopis at Vrindavan used to think of Kṛṣṇa while he was away from the village for cowherding engagements, the citizens of Dvārakā were all immersed in thought of the Lord while he was away from Dvārakā to attend the battle of Kṛṣṇa. Some distinguished fiction writer in Bengal concluded that Kṛṣṇa of Vrindavan, that of Mathura, and that of Dvārakā were different personalities. Historically, there is no truth to this conclusion. The Kṛṣṇa of Kṛṣṇa and the Kṛṣṇa of Dvārakā were one and the same personality. The citizens of Dvārakā were thus in a state of melancholy due to the Lord's absence from the transcendental city, as much as we are put in the state of melancholy at night because of the absence of the sun. The sound heralded by Lord Kṛṣṇa was something like the heralding of a sunrise in the morning. So all the citizens of Dvārakā awoke from a state of slumber because of the sunrise of Kṛṣṇa, and they all hastened towards him just to have an audience. The devotees of the Lord know no one else as protector. This sound of the Lord is identical with the Lord. As we have tried to explain by the non-dual position of the Lord, the material existence of our present status is full of fear. Out of the four problems of material existence, namely the food problem, the shelter problem, the fear problem, and the mating problem, the fear problem gives us more trouble than the others. We are always fearful due to the ignorance of the next problem. The whole material existence is full of problems, and thus the fear problem is always prominent. This is due to our association with the illusory energy of the Lord, known as Maya, or external energy. Yet all fear is vanished as soon as there is the sound of the Lord, represented by his holy name, as it was sounded by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the following 16 words: Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We can take advantage of these sounds and be free from all threatening problems of material existence. Texts 4 through 5. Tatro panita bhalayo raverdipam ibhadruta atmaramam purnakamam nijalabhena nityada pratyutfula mukha prochur harsha gadgadaya gira pitaram sarva suhridam avitaram ibharbaka. The citizens arrived before the Lord with their respective presentations, offering them to the fully satisfied and self-sufficient one, who, by his own potency, incessantly supplies others. These presentations were like the offering of a lamp to the sun. Yet the citizens began to speak in ecstatic language to receive the Lord, just as wards welcome their guardian and father. Purport. The Supreme Lord Kṛṣṇa is described herein as Atmarama. He is self-sufficient, and there is no need for him to seek happiness from anything beyond himself. He is self-sufficient because his very transcendental existence is total bliss. He is eternally existent. He is all cognizant and all blissful. Therefore, any presentation, however valuable it may be, is not needed by him, but still, because he is the well-wisher for one and all, he accepts from everyone everything that is offered to him in pure devotional service. It is not that he is in want for such things, because the things themselves are generated from his energy. The comparison is made herein, that making offerings to the Lord is something like offering a lamp in the worship of the sun god. Anything fiery and illuminating is but an emanation from the energy of the sun, and yet to worship the sun god it is necessary to offer him a lamp. In the worship of the sun there is some sort of demand made by the worshipper, but in the case of devotional service to the Lord there is no question of demand. From either side it is all a sign of pure love and affection between the Lord and devotee. The Lord is the Supreme Father of all living beings, and therefore those who are conscious of this vital relation with God can make filial demands from the Father, and the Father is pleased to supply the demands of such obedient sons without bargaining. The Lord is just like the desire tree, and from him everyone can have everything by the causeless mercy of the Lord. As the Supreme Father, the Lord, however, does not supply to a pure devotee what is considered to be a barrier to the discharge of devotional service. Those who are engaged in the devotional service of the Lord can rise to the position of unalloyed devotional service by his transcendental attraction. Text 6. Natasmate nata sadhangri pankajam virincha varnachya surandra vanditam parayanam kishmam ihachatam param nayatra kala prabhavet para prabhuhu. The citizens said, O Lord, you are worshipped by all demigods like Brahma, the four Sanas, and even the King of Heaven. You are the ultimate rest for those who are really aspiring to achieve the highest benefit of life. You are the supreme transcendental Lord, and inevitable time cannot exert its influence upon you. Purport. The Supreme Lord is Sri Kṛṣṇa, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Brahma Samhita, and all other authorized Vedic literatures. No one is equal to or greater than him, and that is the verdict of all scriptures. The influence of time and space is exerted upon the dependent living entities, who are all parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord. The living entities are predominated Brahma, whereas the Supreme Lord is predominating Absolute. As soon as we forget this clear fact, we are at once in illusion, and thus we are put into the threefold miseries, as one is put into dense darkness. The clear consciousness of the cognizant living being is God consciousness, in which one bows down unto him in all circumstances. Text 7. Bhavayanastvam bhava vishvabhavan tvameva matata sratpatipita tvam sadgurur naha paramham chadaivatam yasyan rivritya kritino babhuvima. O Creator of the universe, you are our Mother, Well-Wisher, Lord, Father, Spiritual Master, and Worshipable Deity. By following in your footsteps we have become successful in every respect. We pray, therefore, that you continue to bless us with your mercy. Purport. The all-good personality of Godhead, being the Creator of the universe, also plans for the good of all good living beings. The good living beings are advised by the Lord to follow his good advice, and by doing so they become successful in all spheres of life. There is no need to worship any deity but the Lord. The Lord is all-powerful, and if he is satisfied by our obedience unto his lotus feet, he is competent to bestow upon us all kinds of blessings for the successful execution of both our material and spiritual lives. For attaining spiritual existence, the human form is a chance for all to understand our eternal relation with God. Our relation with him is eternal. It can neither be broken nor vanquished. It may be forgotten for the time being, but it can be revived also by the grace of the Lord, if we follow his injunctions, which are revealed in the scriptures of all times and places. Text 8. Oho sonatha bhavata smayad vayam traivistapanam api dura darshanam premasmita snigdha nirikshananam pasyema rupam tava sarva subhagam. Oh, it is our good luck that we have come again today under your protection. by your presence, for your lordship rarely visits even the denizens of heaven. Now it is possible for us to look into your smiling face, which is full of affectionate glances. We can now see your transcendental form, full of all auspiciousness. Purport. The Lord in his eternal personal form, can be seen only by the pure devotees. The Lord is never impersonal, but he is the source, the supreme absolute personality of Godhead, possible to be visited by devotional service face to face, which is impossible to be done even by the denizens of higher planets. When Brahmaji and other demigods want to consult Lord Vishnu, the plenary portion of Lord Kṛṣṇa, they have to wait on the shore of the ocean of milk, where Lord Vishnu is lying on white land, Svetadvip. This ocean of milk and the Svetadvip planet are the replica of Vaikuntha Loka within the universe. Neither Brahmaji nor the demigods like Indra can enter into this island of Svetadvip, but they can stand on the shore of the ocean of milk and transmit their message to Lord Vishnu, known as Kshirodakshai Vishnu. Therefore, the Lord is rarely seen by them, but the inhabitants of Dvārakā, because of their being pure devotees without any tinge of material contamination of fruitive activities and empiric philosophical speculation, can see him face to face by the grace of the Lord. This is the original state of the living entities, and can be attained by reviving our natural and constitutional state of life, which is discovered by devotional service only. Text 9. Yarhyam bujaksha pasharabo bhavan kurun madhun vata suhrididrikshaya tatrabda koti pratimakshano bhaved ravim vinakshnor iva nastavachuta. O lotus-eyed Lord, whenever you go away to Mathura, Vrindavan, or Hastinapur to meet your friends and relatives, every moment of your absence seems like millions of years. O infallible one, at that time your eyes become useless, as if bereft of sun. Purport. We are all proud of our material senses for making experiments to determine the existence of God, but we forget that our senses are not absolute by themselves. They can only act under certain conditions. For example, our eyes. As long as the sunshine is there, our eyes are useful to a certain extent, but in the absence of sunshine, the eyes are useless. Lord Sri Kṛṣṇa, being the primeval Lord, the supreme truth, is compared to the sun. Without him, all our knowledge is either false or partial. The opposite of the sun is the darkness, and similarly, the opposite of Kṛṣṇa is Maya, or illusion. The devotees of the Lord can see everything in true perspective due to the light disseminated by Lord Kṛṣṇa. By the grace of the Lord, the pure devotees cannot be in the darkness of ignorance. Therefore, it is necessary that we must always be in sight of Lord Kṛṣṇa, so that we can see both ourselves and the Lord with his different energies. As we cannot see anything in the absence of the sun, so also we cannot see anything, including ourself, without the factual presence of the Lord. Without him, all our knowledge is covered by illusion. Text 10. Katam vayam nata churosite tvai prasana drustya kila tapasoshanam jivema te sundara hasa sobitam apashamana vadanam manobaram iti chodirita vacha prajanam bhakta vachala shrinvano nugraham dristya vitanavan pravishat puram. O Master, if you live abroad all the time, then we cannot look at your attractive face, whose smiles vanquish all our sufferings. How can we exist without your presence? Upon hearing their speeches, the Lord, who is very kind to the citizens and the devotees, entered the city of Dvārakā and acknowledged all their greetings by casting his transcendental glance over them. Purport. Lord Kṛṣṇa's attraction is so powerful that once being attracted by him, one cannot tolerate separation from him. Why is this so? Because we are all eternally related with him, as the sun rays are eternally related with the sun disk. But the sun rays are molecular parts of the solar radiation. Thus the sun rays and the sun cannot be separated. The separation by the cloud is temporary and artificial, and as soon as the cloud is cleared, the sun rays again display their natural effulgence in the presence of the sun. Similarly, the living entities who are molecular parts of the whole spirit are separated from the Lord by the artificial covering of Maya, illusory energy. This illusory energy, or the curtain of Maya, has to be removed, and when it is so done, the living entity can see the Lord face to face, and all his miseries are at once removed. Every one of us wants to remove the miseries of life, but we do not know how to do it. The solution is given here, and it rests on us to assimilate it or not. Thus ends our reading for today. We'll continue from text 11 on Monday. All glories to Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Shripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Srila Bhakti Nirmala Acharya Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. All glories to Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Jagadguru Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. All glories to Arupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees Ki Jai. All glories to the worldwide devotees Ki Jai. Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. All glories to Sripad Bhakti Niskam Shanta Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Sripad Bhakti Vigyan Muni Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Navadvip Dham Ki Jai. Nishingapoli Dham Ki Jai. Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Ekachakra Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Baladev Subhadra Jagannath Ju Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Giri Govardhan Gupta Govardhan Dham Ki Jai. Shamkund Radhakund Ki Jai. Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi Vrinda Devi Ki Jai. Nitai Gora Hari Hari Hari.